What's the people? Well, that isn't too good. It's kind of early. It's a couple people sleeping, so I thought I would make this little video. It's it's with quite a bit of humor and and a bit of curiosity. Curiosity to the absurdities. Maybe I'll change the title to Curiosity of the Absurdities, because it is quite absurd to me. It is quite comical. It's quite outlandish. It's quite, the word is, it's just there on the tip of my tongue, and I can't quite get it out, and I don't know what it is. I know what it is, but I just don't know what the word is to properly sum up and surmise. What up, Sydney? The way maybe if I just do it in story time, we'll call this little story village here, and I'll just convey a message. What up, Eli Jen? What's up, my dude? We live in the golden age of technology, where at your fingertips you have a litany. What up, John? A litany, an absurd amount, a glorious amount of information. You can decide to create and look at this you can create whatever you want from information. You can look at things in a certain way, and you can come to so many different conclusions about things. But we do have these senses about us that that allow for rational, level-headed thinking. And regardless of these book burnings and censorship and all of this, we have so much information. And what I'm getting at here is this: that if at this point, what you would call the year 2018, we're sometime in, what is it, the end of August here? Are we September yet? We're at this point where all of us, at our fingertips, we could choose to scroll through Instagram all day. We could choose to look up information about organic farming. We could go outside and take a look at the rivers and the valleys and the oceans. We could take a look at so much on the internet and come to the conclusion pretty quickly that the earth, the realm that we're in, while it's a meta realm, while it's in our mind, certainly we can, if we're really honest with ourselves, we can say we're not on a fucking ball spinning around, flying through the solar system in a galaxy, whipping around and spinning, going around the sun, flying through outer motherfucking space. We can come to the conclusion that it's fucking flat. This shit is flat. It's obvious. You have to be a dum-dum, like a real special kind of stupid, a real fucking moronic, ignorant asshole, to conclude that somehow, and here's the most important part of this that I'm trying to get at here. I've had friends that are into conspiracy theories up the wazoo. They understand the medical establishment is bullshit. They understand the education system is bullshit. They understand what the media does. They understand the even the lies of science. But they like to cherry pick information to facilitate and encourage their ignorances. And to such a degree, it's so absurd. And this is the word that I really want to key in on, the absurdity of things. That I present them with information. Like, watch this video, look at this, check this out, and go get up in a motherfucking airplane. You fly, why don't you go look out the window of a motherfucking airplane? And they still They go back to no. They just they'll take their information and just uh, it's they just no. I couldn't have been lied to this degree. No, they know. I mean, these are the same people that believe still that you need to eat meat for fucking protein, even though the information is there. And they know the lies of the medical establishment. They know that there are cultures. They know there are people that have lived for centuries. There's an entire fucking state in India called Gujarat. That there's 60 million motherfucking people that do not consume any animal product. Well, let me excuse me there. They consume quite a bit of animal product in the form of milk and yogurt and ghee and butters and cheeses and whatnot. But their primary diet, deity, is vegetation. They're not murdering animals. 60 million motherfuckers for millennia, for as long back as mouth to ear would explain how heritage and historical accuracy of this is fucking fact. You can go and you can get on your interweb. You could talk to these motherfucking people. Now, yet there's still cocksuckers out here that will say, no, I need to go slice a fucking head off a goddamn pig so I can get some protein. Like the idiocy of this shit. Now, these are the same people that say, no, we're on a fucking ball. We came from monkeys. We're from fucking monkeys. We evolved from monkeys. Jesus Christ, the indoctrination is hard. I mean, I get it. We've all been there. I was there too. But like, when you have friends that literally like that know you're one of the most intelligent people on the motherfucking planet, and then they go, no, this information is stupid. No, I need meat. No, the earth is round. Of course it's round. Come on, I've been playing with the globe my whole life. Why would they lie about this? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting there like, look at, there's the sun in the sky, and there's the moon over there. You see half a motherfucking moon. You can see through it. So I thought that the earth was supposed to be in the way. I thought the earth was supposed to be in the way of the sun because the sun's supposed to be on the other side, right? Right? The monkeys are motherfucking smarter than these fucking people, but it's indoctrination, and so I can't even be mad. I'm not mad at them. It's just like, Jesus fuck. It's like I'm. This is with friends of mine. I'm like, are you really serious? Are you really serious about this? Like, sit down, watch this. How can I get it. You watch one flat Earth documentary and you go, whoa, this is weird. Okay, but like, to have all day, every day of your fucking life with a goddamn computer in front of you in your fucking hands, and your choice is to still believe that you need to eat meat, that you need to eat protein, that we're on a fucking ball flying through outer space, is just beyond a level of I can't even. How do you even communicate with these people? So like if that right there is such a barrier to every other level of communication, that I think them completely dum-dums. That there is no, that is the kind of shit that makes me go, there's no hope for humanity, because this is someone that people, they might be a respected professional in their field of expertise, whatever it might be, but you can't spend the little time that you have, many hours, the little time you have, the 24 hours in a day, the 8 hours you might work, the 8 hours you might sleep. What are you doing with those other 8 hours every fucking day? The information is there. It's very fucking simple. It's child's play. A child could figure this shit out. If you presented a child, if you presented a child with two versions of information, give them 10. You could tell me live on a big flying ball of poop through outer space. You could tell them, well, no, actually, we live in a convex environment. We could give me a shape. It doesn't matter. But if you gave a child all of these options, they'd be like, nah, I'm pretty sure. You take them to the ocean, and they look out there over the ocean. I'm pretty fucking sure that a child would be like, yeah, this is flat. We're not moving. Why would we be moving? Why would it make any sense? This shit is spinning around in a vortex of insanity. No child would ever think that. Yet we have what is considered intelligent, scientifically sound, and like adults. No, they're dolts. 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 I think that's the word. Ignoramuses that just will refuse. You could put the food in. You could put the food in front of them. They could eat it. They say, the proof is in the pudding. No, the proof is in the eating of the pudding. These motherfuckers could eat the pudding and still tell you that it's not pudding. Mm. And the monkeys they swear we came from, they're actually dumber than the monkeys. They've devolved. And at this point, with all of the information that is everywhere, like these are people that they know the government's full of shit. They know the media is just a source of witchery, sorcery, craft magic. They know that all of this is set up to bullshit and play this game of, oh, look over here, because over here is the real shit. They know it works like that. Yet, and the easiest thing to look at is, holy shit, this is, the water doesn't curve. I've been an engineer. I've designed buildings. I've looked at this shit. And we got people. I sent someone a video of literally a pilot talking to someone. And they're in the cockpit, about to fly off. And the person says, hey, I'm a pilot too, man. And it's kind of funny because I tell people that I know the Earth is flat. What do you guys think? They go, yeah, it's flat as a fucking pancake. It's flat. These are two commercial pilots. And I send this to this person, and their response to me, this is supposedly a highly intellectual being, says, doesn't respond to that, doesn't even look at it, I bet, and says, no, we're just on too big of a surface. We're on too big of a ball. You would never see the curve. That's the most. No, we've done the mathematics on this. Anybody, you got 2 seconds. You can go look it up right now. How many miles around it supposedly is the spherical object that we are placed upon by the monkey gods. Right? If you came from a monkey is your god that exploded out of fucking thin air, and you sucking off the scientific. What? The science has told you. And you're gonna fucking suck off these cocksuckers. And you're gonna think, no. The response was not to listen to the information, to look at any of the information. It was no, it's too big. You can do the mathematics. You can get on a goddamn airplane. You can do all these things. The laser test has been done. I think who did it? Marbles the other day? D Marbles. I mean, it's beyond fucking. It's lecherous. Yeah, I like that word. That's a good one. It's lecherous to believe anything else. It's dumbfounded. It's completely it makes me tingle with holy shittedness. Anybody like that holy shittedness? To believe the stupidity of people. But what are you gonna do? You know, yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't fuck it in the ass because it'll kick you, right? Isn't that the saying? I mean, see, just throw a little humor in there, because it's like, Jesus, you present people with like 50 options. You're like, here's a giant pile of shit to eat. Here's a delicious bounty of the universe, all these fruits and vegetation. And they're like, nah, there's more protein in the shit. I'm gonna eat the shit. And this is what people continually do, eat shit. They eat shit because they're used to it. And so they continue to eat shit. And you offer them something better. And they say, no, I'd rather have the shit. I'm like, can you smell this food over here? Yeah, it smells good, but I know that the doctor told me, and the science community told me, there's actually more protein in one 1 metric ton of shit than there is in 4 million pounds of fruits and vegetables. This is the thing. Like, this is the absurdity of the objective and subjective reality, where everybody wants to play the dual game, where they get an objective and a subjective reality whenever they feel like it. that they accept one thing, but then there's this whole it's like a black fucking hole in their vision of the universe. You know, go eat some more go eat some more goddamn psychedelics, and then come back and tell me about your DMT trip and your mushroom experience, because you can't bring any of it back. And then when you get back here in this realm where we are, it's fucking flat. It, I mean, you'd have to be a miserable old, just cantankerous. Ooh, I like that one. Isn't that a good one? Cantankerous cunt to believe anything but this shit is stationary flat and we ain't moving. This is where we are. If your mind still believed that there's some sort of like holy fuck sticks to people that can believe all the conspiracies. I mean, you know, everything is conspiracy, by the way. To conspire, just, you know, everything. You can conspire for something good too. Conspiracies are not theories. They're nothing good. There's nothing good or bad with them. But to really truly like think for a second that this shit is not, it's just too plain. It's plain and obvious and simple. You wouldn't be able to do mathematics if things were moving. Nothing would make sense if we were just spinning around, flying through after exploding, an explosion, the ultimate chaotic experience of explosion causes silence, a still, calm lake, a still, calm water. But we're flying around through a fucking galaxy, spinning and wobbling and whirling. This whimsical, you know, what the fuck is what I'm saying. Mm. Ah. But I'm probably the retard, huh? What's up, everybody? Had to get that out because, damn. What's up, Pat? What's up, Sydney? What's up, Adian? What's up, yes, exactly. What's up, Travis? What's up, Jessica? Amy Brandt? What's up, Jasper? Yeah, yeah. Monkeys are more in tune with nature. Yep. And they out there eating the fucking vegetation. These people that believe we came from monkeys or gorillas or whatever, they're like, oh, we came from them. Well, what in the fuck? What in the fuck are you talking about? If you think you came from a monkey or a gorilla will whoop your goddamn ass. It's way stronger than you. It has, and in fact, it has incisors, and its incisors, those two little sharp fangs, aren't for eating meat. But it's like, oh, if they get in a fight, they're gonna fuck you up, and if they're gonna break something open, they can do it. But they're out here eating vegetation, getting sunshine, and what we evolved to be weaker. Do you know how dumb that sounds? You know how completely fucking ignorant that sounds to believe that we evolved to become weaker. Our musculature is actually, we've devolved. There's nothing in nature that says that. The same people that believe in the science idea, somehow these motherfuckers got hair on their back. We got hair on our chest. That seems weird. They were eating vegetation, but what we needed meat to evolve. That's the dumbest shit you could ever even. But science told me. It's really beyond. It's beyond the. You know, I mean, does anybody just breathe like that and just go? There's some people are just beyond help. Like, I think there's more people that have Down syndrome that you can't even notice because I bet you people with Down syndrome know fucking for a fact that the Earth is flat. But yet these people walking around that supposedly are intelligent, highly intelligent monkeys with suits on, like. It is an absolute fucking insult to what I would consider the capacity for humans to have reasonable intellectual thought, that we're given this brain. It seems maybe mine just works different. Maybe yours just works different. But really, it came from monkeys on a spinning ball. Monkeys on a spinning ball. That is fucking, like, yeah, I guess if you can go through telling people that and earn yourself an income off of that, like, have at it, I guess. Well, just bullshitting people. But, get on the next new thing. Yeah. Fucking everybody, alcohol's terrible, weed's the greatest. Fucking drug induced pothead. Fucking, I mean, it's everything's a drug. So everybody needs to fucking calm down. Everything is a everything is a substance. So people need to settle the fuck down with thinking that, um, you know, marijuana every day is gonna cure their cancer. No, no, you know what cure your cancer is? Fucking drinking some water and fasting, abstaining from things. That's what cures cancer. In fact, I ain't going to say cure, but what I'm going to say is it will allow your body to do what it was already instructed to do, is cleanse it motherfucking self. Its motherfucking self, as if it's a separate entity. Whatever you want to call it, the spacesuit you live in. But it didn't come from a fucking monkey, and you don't live on a spinning ball. And if you believe so, I have I have hope for you. Just it's very small at this point. It's a sliver of hope. But damn, it just reminds me of so many, just so many movies, so many books. It's like this just I, it's almost it's it's laughable. Monkeys on a spinning ball. Just evolved out of nothing. Evolved. People like love that word. They love evolve, don't they? Fucking don't even fucking. How does your heart beat? How do your eyes work? How do you hear? You have the capacity to hear something. So I don't know who you are, but if you get this far and you're still listening to me rant and rave about this kind, you have the capacity to hear me on the other side of a goddamn computer. So you're telling me something blew up nowhere in the middle of empty whatever space that you think exists. It just exploded, and now you have the capacity to hear me through a fucking computer. What? You have opposable thumbs, motherfuckers. Like, you can't even be a reasonable. You couldn't reasonably. If someone knew this, you couldn't make them unknow this. But someone that doesn't know this, you could fight them all day. Like, just argue with them. Like, what don't you get here? Two eyes, nostrils. You can smell a fucking flower. The symbiosis of everything. You're going to tell me you could make something explode outside, and there's going to be a symbiosis to it. There's going to be, ancient, archaic languages that were based upon cymatics of structure and order, and you're going to tell me an explosion caused cymatics to create ancient languages? You're going to tell me, anyone. You're gonna tell yourself that. I don't care what the fuck you think I think. I don't care what you say. But you could tell yourself that in one hand you could sit there and write out a beautiful poem with a pen that was designed using, I mean, all of that technology, all of the mind, all of the nature, all of the structures around us. But you think you could make something explode, and no, that's creation. That's how it happened. It exploded, and then everything exploded and became perfectly harmonious. The sun was revolving around the galaxy at this rate of speed, and its mathematics was in perfect alignment with the moon, was in perfect alignment with all of the planets and the stars and the North Star, and all of this. And the water in the earth is holding all of these fish. And there's densities that are different from something fucking exploding. Jesus fucking fuck. And I get it, because I believed that up until I was like 30 something. Imagine that. Didn't I took it for granted. I didn't even question it. Why would you? Because you would never think that everyone was tricked by some sort of, I'm not gonna say who did it or whatever, blah, this or that. It's just, but nah, we just believe the bullshit. Now I got to talk to these people on a daily basis, and they swear they woke up. They swear they woke. They swear they got the education. Sitting there, fucking losing hair, going gray. Um, you know, they won't take the piss. They won't drink the piss. They don't drink the clean water. They know they need blood. They know they need meat. They know they need proteins. Proteins. Oh, fuck out of here. Yeah, I know. There you go, D-Man. Yeah, it's too big to see the curve, but the ships go over the. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Hey, D-Marble did it. What's up? What's up, Travis? What's up? What's up, man? Yeah. What up, Jasper? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's a thing about the teachers were taught the lies too, so it's even the teachers can't be blamed. Like, I would have repeated the same shit up until I looked at it. But, eh, but who will listen? But who will know? What's up, Orlando? What's up, Skyhopper? Oh, Skyhopper, yeah, it's delicious out here. Just petting this little puppy's face here. She's all up in my grill piece. I think she wants some breakfast. She's like, why is there a stirring in the house? What are you doing, Zen? Here, let me go feed this dog some foods, because I can tell. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me throw some kibble into my dog's face. No, I would never do that. Y'all know me better than that. My dog eats better than most humans. What you want to eat? All right, here we go. What time is it? It's probably like 7:30. It's a beach day today, man. What's up, Brad Milligan? Yeah, Brad Milligan. Thank you for that. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I might eat my own cum, but you eat shit every day. What's up, David, man? What's up, Stratocaster? Oh, cool. Where? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll keep starting some videos. You know, man. I mean, if they're your kids, and then you say indoctrinated by the system, well, that's your children. You better do something about that. Have some goddamn self-respect for your next generation. If you got kids and you're allowing them to be indoctrinated, that's your problem, homie. And I'm being real true here. You better get up in their fucking ass. You better get up in their fucking head about this shit. Start presenting them with the information. I mean, that's a travesty in and of itself. You sitting there, you think that's sad? And fucking do something about it. Like, I would guess, you're either A, lying, or B, like on some bullshit, because no one would just type that. Oh, my kids are indoctrinated and they think I'm stupid. Oh, sad. I think you're a liar. But then again, you're just some dude on the computer. And if you are a real person, you should probably do something about that, homie. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're teenage. Okay, sorry, cool. So they're teenagers now. So I got you. All right. Well, yeah. Once they get in that, yeah, I hear you. But if they're children, I'm saying, you know, if they're well beyond if I get it, man. If they're in high school, it's a little different. But hey, I don't take back anything I said, because if you got children up to 10 years old, if you got children still in your fucking house that like don't have a car, that like literally, rely on say your the food on your table, well, they gonna sit down, and they're gonna not eat and pay attention to some videos till it starts ringing true in their head of where the fuck we live. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the flat Earth reality is not going away. Yeah, eventually it's going. Yeah, the human monkey alliance. I'm down. I get down with monkeys everywhere I go, man. We're surrounded by them. Bamboozling. Thank you, Awakening Chi. That's the bamboozling. What's up, B ranches? Uh, a false psychological reality. Yeah, it really makes you think shit is such when it isn't. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let me scroll down to where you guys are here. The black velvet spirit puppy. Yeah, man. The immortal dog. Yeah, how do we level up? I mean, I think everybody needs to start at the same baseline. Then humanity as a whole, I mean, can upgrade their awareness and consciousness. Even these great spiritual teachers out here, they're giving a lot of information on spirit knowledge. If they don't tell you right away that the Earth is uh, flat, then 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 either they ain't paying attention, or they're too stuck in their Vedic teachings that actually probably just got altered by the way. If anybody didn't know, all of the books that people be reading, all of the all of the wisdom, they think that, ooh, I'm reading some ancient books. Yeah, you should, who published that? You know, where'd that come from? Who published it? You know who owns the printing presses? They're gonna allow real truth to come out through the printing presses. I mean, today you can find it. You can find information today, but you looking at some old books. How dare you? How dare you come to me? How dare you come to me with a book in your hand and tell me that you read something in a book? Fuck you and fuck your book. Your book is book burnings. For everybody that cries and moans and bitches about book burnings, you know what? I applaud them, because a lot of that information was shit anyways. Most books should be burned. I've said this 1,000 times. Burn all the fucking books in all of the world. Shut the fucking computer off and go look at nature. Experience your neighbor. Be part of the whole reality. Go observe it. It's pretty fucking simple. But I read it in a book. Yeah, your book is shit. Who wrote it? Who edited it? So you got a writer, which has his own perspective. You have an editor. You got the printing press. You got the person that actually puts the whole shit that he could have, he or she or whatever could have misplaced a word where it said where you wrote the word not. They erased the word not, and all of a sudden it sounds like you said the opposite thing. You see how quickly shit can get altered. Fuck your books. Use your mind. Your mind is much more agile. You could light a mind on fire and it becomes stronger. But if you light a book on fire, it vanishes. And then when you get into these kinds of conversations with semi-intelligent, like the pseudo-intellectual peoples, about the shape of the earth and things, and they'll start getting into this. Well, everything is just perspective, is it not? Everything's perspective. That's just the way you see it, man. Yeah, that's just. I mean, I got this thing here. You call this a level, right? Well, yes, but you could use that as a. I could smash. I could use that as a bat. I could use that as a. And they go through this whole thing of like, yeah, but this is a level, right? Can we just agree on? And they won't agree on that. They won't agree on the term that's a level, and terms. So that's why I don't agree on terms with anyone, because people have faulty terms, because they don't know what the fuck they're saying, because they're trying to manipulate and skew things to their own egoic uh, uh, historicity of book knowledge, meaning that we could just agree that this right here is a level, and this is a laser. That's a laser beam, and we can go put it across a lake and realize that it's flat as fuck. But then instead of just accepting that, because it would change their entire belief system, their entire value system, they go, well, that's not really a laser. What that is a, and they'll you know poke in on moot points, moot moot. It's like cows moo. I don't fucking know, man. Hmm. But I do know this, even though I go through these long tirades, and it would sound that Zen is fierce or angry or unhappy. Not true. Not true at all. It's humorous, and I do have quite a joy. And I'm gonna be out at the ocean today, and I'm gonna get myself a nice tan. I'm gonna try to stare at the sun a little bit, even though I've been eating quite unhealthy as of late. But it's been a joy doing it. I've been eating a lot of pizza and garbage and fried foods and what the fuck not. But it's been a joy because I've been having fun with people and meeting a lot of cool people, really splendid souls and spirits. So it's not that it's no sweat off my back. So uh, all- I say all of this to say what I always say to people: always, in all ways, enjoy yourselves. Have fun, do what makes you joyous. I mean, if what makes you joyous is believing you live on a spinning ball and arguing with people about whether or not we came from fucking monkeys, I mean, if that makes you joyful, it makes me joyful doing what I do on here. Like, this is fun for me. Sometimes it's a release. Sometimes it's a pressure valve when I'm just like, you just you can't believe the absurdity of people's perceptions or what they profess. You know, like people profess loads of shit all the time, but so sometimes it's like, ah, fuck, really? Everybody believes this? Really, you believe that? Why would you believe that? You have nothing that supports that. Nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing in any way, mathematically, scientifically, in any way that supports that we're fucking flying through outer space on a globe and there's all blah 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 blah. You just go blah 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 blah. That's just what I hear. I'm just like I really can't communicate with this other being. They're on a whole nother frequency, and I can't talk to them because their brain is a puddle of mashed potatoes and piss. No, no, excuse me, mashed potatoes and shit, because piss would be a compliment. Ah, but at least it's humorous. And humor to me is important as anything. Humor is a gateway to health. That's for certain. Laughing at yourself, laughing at your own like see, I say this and it seems like I'm accusatory or angry. It's like, no, I'm laughing at myself, quite honestly. I laugh at my own, like, oh shit, really, for 34 years, 35 years I was just like, no, we're on a spinning ball flying through outer space. I didn't really conceive of it, but when I was presented with like, oh, there's this thing, this idea, it's kind of reasonable if you just take a look at it, that the earth is fucking flat. And I looked at it and I go, oh, holy shit, it is. And years ago, whenever I used to believe, I didn't really believe that you needed meat. I just didn't know a different way about it. And then one day I was like, I did the research and I started eating vegetation. I started eating what the animals were eating. Imagine that. What a fucking animal. You're such an animal. I started eating fruits and vegetables and not consuming meats. I was like, well, I didn't die. And then one day I was like, oh, you mean you can just not eat at all and just drink water? Get the fuck out of here. And I started doing research and I was like, holy shit, there's whole cultures that do fast. And I looked in the Mayans and realized they had an entire calendar based upon the principles of planting seeds and harvesting and reaping and sowing, that kind of thing. And w- when to fast, when to feast, when to. And I was like, isn't that interesting that the ancestors knew something about this? So I decided, let me see what happens if I don't eat for 40 days and I just drink water. What happens? Oh, I didn't fucking die, and I was actually better for it. And somebody told me, you'll die if you drink your piss more than 3 times. And so I was like, what if I just drink it for a week straight? Didn't die, and in fact, people would be like, why are you glowing? It's weird. It's a weird thing. But how would that happen? How could that be? Hmm. Jessica, the misuse of Kundalini is what got us here in the pen and pentagram, and would be the proper use of Kundalini to get us out. Yeah, I hear you. And you try to teach people about like, oh, the dream world is real, and there's out of body experiences, and there's all of these interesting ways to use energetics to get out of body. And while this is 100% sure, once you've been out of the body a few times and out of this thing, you'll do the same thing. That's why Jesus, the quote Jesus unquote, came back, because and it's what anyone does that you look at watch the movies. You get out of body, but you could go back or you could stay here, and you're like, I must go back and inform them all. I must come inform them that there's another way, there's another place. And so you always come back to physical reality. Physical reality is not while it is a pen, and they say, as the pen is mightier than the sword, my lord, which means the pentagram or the pen, or maybe we can use that as penis, or the writing instrument is mightier than the sword. So the pen which writes the swords or writes the words, so as the pen is a five-pointed star, is mightier than the sword, which is words, my lord, which means to lower down something. So if you decode that really, really in depth and properly, you would understand a little more into what the pen is. So if the pen is mightier than the sword, then isn't the pentagram mightier? Isn't the physical body mightier than the words you use? Huh. Interesting. I thought we were told that the words were stronger. I thought in the beginning there was the word. Now, aren't we faced with a conundrum there? Only, only in density and physicality do we have any sort of experience. Because when you're out of body and you're doing all of these very fluid things in the upper levels, the upper echelons of reality, when you're out there, there's nothing good. There's really truly nothing that can harm you, or good, bad, indifferent. It's all absolutely malleable. I mean, that malleability produces the effect of what this earth is anyways. But you always will choose to come back to the pentagram. Maybe you'll use a different form. You might even go into the octagon. You might even become a different species. You, you might go somewhere where you look different, but you'll what you will choose always, in every single time that you're given, like you've been out there, you've been swimming in the ocean, you've been in the etheric realms, you'll choose physical form, because without physicality, without density, there really isn't anything. There's no experience to be had. What's up, Leo Slayer? What's up, Quartz? Yeah, I do. The fungi and the fungi infested the body and mind. Yeah, Quartz. You know my thought on that. I think we've talked about this before, but as much as I love myself some Terrence McKenna and everything he did, he was an artist to the highest ilk, the ilk of his, the highest degrees of spinning and weaving webs of words and getting people in, you know, to be creative, to think more, and obviously uh, he consumed quite a bit of different chemicals. But I think the mushroom controlled him and ate his brain. Didn't he die from a brain tumor or a brain hemorrhage? Or like, later in life, that dude was just saying, look at Ram Dass. I mean, I've said this plenty of times. They've done countless quality, wonderful things for humanity. I do not doubt this, but I think the mushroom infected, and I mean, to a great degree, his mind, his capacity to even like, could you even like, to be out there on the, you know, the edges of reality, just pushing the envelope, pushing the capacity for the brain. Like you know, I whoa. I mean, that dude was out there. He was like, whoa, fucking trippy, psychedelic. I mean, does anybody know what his birthday was? Was he an air sign or was he an earth sign? Anybody know? Because that's very interesting. What up, Zet Chrono? Getting that enema. Good for you, dude. Yeah, I gotta get on some. I got a friend in town for a little bit, teaching her the ways of the water and everything, fixing some things. Travis, hopefully I spoke on that. Do you want me to go farther, or did I cover that for you, Travis, on the pentagram? Do you want me to go more on that right now? Because I'm scrolling back through here, or did I already cover enough? Cover enough. Let me get some of this liquid. Jessica, are you saying that I read your mind? And so you've been watering and yeah, and you don't sleep much. Well, that definitely happens. You just get extra energy, and then there's processing information in your body. I mean, that's really what's happening. You just November 16th. That would make him a not a Scorpio, but a Sagittarius, right? November 16th is Sag. Am I right here? Sagittarius, which would make him. Which one is Sag? Is that Sagittarius is Earth, right? Man, I should know this, and I don't. It's too early in the morning. How we gonna win? Not fighting what we hate, saving what we love. Yeah. What if we just got rid of both those things, hate and love? What if we got rid of those two words? I've done many a lecture on the word love. You know, and if I would give the same, I think if there was any words to get rid of, it would be those two words. I'll do a whole lecture on that. It'll be a whole lecture series on love and hate. I think obviously love is the most misused, misrepresented, garbage ass piece of shit word. Love is a piece of shit word. How's that? Yeah. What's up, Leo? Hey, when I had my hands inked, did I leak a lot of blood and ink? Yeah, both of these. I don't know if you've ever seen the red one I did. Both of these I did multiple times, and I could my knuckles wouldn't hold ink. It just kept the ink. It would be perfect for the first day, and it would just bleed out. I don't know that I lost. I don't feel like I lost a lot of blood doing it. I don't think I really lost a lot of blood during any of my tattoos, but my knuckles, it just wouldn't hold ink. It would be like seriously, like a month later or 2 months later, I'd be like, oh man, let me fill this in again and just let me touch this up, and then it'd be good. And then just 3 months later, it's like almost fucking vanished, you know? Um, and Travis, so a fire sign, okay, interesting. Yeah, so like, yeah, he had a fiery, he was electric for sure. He had electric coal. Like his hair and his nasally kind of funky voice and all that. That's interesting. I see the electricity now. Terrence is Scorpio, which is fire. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm. There we go. Scorpios, what's up? Scorpio. Okay, now I'm confused here. So, here, set me up here. Next person to put this in here. Terrence McKenna was a Sagittarius and water, or Sagittarius and fire, or Scorpio is water. Help me out here. It's fire. Thank you, Core. but, so you're saying Terrence McKenna was a fire sign, right? November 16th is fire. Okay. I just you always because I've known some Scorpios and some Sagittariuses, and on me is a cusp, so I was confused which one's which. Because I always say you put your fire out sometimes with water. Yeah, I just didn't remember which direction it was. Yep, yep, yeah, yeah. And platonic solids and the flower of life. Platonic solids. I would probably start that little as an entry point before I get back to the love and hate thing. Uh, Plato. What does Plato have to do with Pluto? And why is Pluto um, cloaked with with invisibility? Why was it a planet and then it wasn't? What's its connection to even the cartoon? You know, there's there's some interesting things before I'd get into the platonic solids, um, because how is it that we're told that there's nothing in nature that is that has any 90-degree or angles in any way? Everything has curvature, right? Everything in nature, except for obviously the earth that we fucking sit on, is flat. But all of the the living systems tend to have a kind of a like the rivers and lakes, like they're moving and flowing, and the plants have this spiral. It's always a spiral ritual, a spire ritual, spiritual, spiritual nature. So, how is it that there are platonic solids if if we're also told that there's nothing that is solid? That becomes that becomes right off the bat. We're told everything is empty space. There's really nothing there. It's just a 1% atom spinning at a very high rate of speed and velocity. But then we're told there's five platonic solids or shapes, and they all have angles. That becomes a little confusing, and that's too much of a talk right now. I really want to like key in on this love hate thing. Hate to love, love to hate. How could you be so impressed by something? Did you say I love that more than that, but I hate that more than that? It doesn't like if I were to present you with a pile of shit and a most thing, what's my favorite, and a mango, one of my favorite fruits. I put them next to each other. You couldn't say you hated that shit, and you couldn't say you loved that mango. Because if you hated that shit, you would never have the mango. And you say, well, why is that, Zen? Because the mango grew out of that shit. Because when you ate the mango, you produced a pile of shit, which then went into the earth, and you planted the seed of the mango in that shit, which then became that mango that you eat again. So you can't hate the shit, because if you hate the shit, then you don't get the mango. So you don't love the mango and hate the shit. You go, I prefer to eat a mango, and I prefer to leave the shit on the ground. Yet people are so deluded that they still want to eat the dead carcasses and eat the shit, and think and think what they should enjoy is the things that they should just go ahead and leave that over there. Thank you, Divine Hazel. I knew you'd come through with the correction. Scorpio, which is fire. Boom. Thank you. Oh, now Scorpio's water. Whoa, shit. Now Divine Hazel, Scorpio's fire, and then colors of Scorpio's water. Don't make me look this up. Of course, it is fire. Fuck. What up, Jay? What up, Jay? Stay focused. What's going on, man? Mm-hmm. November 10th. Remember, we'll flip it up. The 10th of November. The gunpowder plot, the treason. See the shit, smell the roses. Thank you. Thank you, Skyhopper. That's the problem with that's everyone's problem not shitting on their souls. Yeah, core. That's certainly it. It- yeah, it's like people that get mad for like stepping in dog shit. Like, watch where you're going. Oh wait, didn't you realize everything beneath your foot is probably dog shit anyways? And these people want to go bag it up. They want to get some plastic and pick up dog shit. Uh, they go, you got to clean up the yard and put the dog shit in the plastic bag. So, and I'm like, well, what do you? So you're actually You're actually doing the opposite of what should be happening. I've said this one before, so anybody that's new to this, do you know how insane it would be if you were an alien looking down here, or just yourself, if you were a highly intelligent being, and you look down at this planet and you've seen people walking around behind dogs, picking up dog shit with plastic bags. You know how like crazy that sounds. You know what that how silly that would be. Like, and you'd be looking at your alien friend next to you, and you go, isn't that the stuff that they grow food out of? Isn't that nutritious for the earth? Isn't that what the whole earth is made of? Poop? And they'd be like, yeah. Like, why is he putting it in a plastic bag and then putting it in a garbage can? So then somebody in a big truck is going to come by with fumes coming out the back, gas that they're burning from oil out the earth. They're gonna why? Okay, so they're polluting the air and they're picking up shit, putting it in bags and taking it to one location. And to do what with? Make mounds and mounds of shit? I may not be a smart man, but that's some stupid shit, isn't it? Yes. What's up, Ami? How you doing? Are you ready? Are you ready for a beach day?
Later. Yeah.
Yes. Did I wake you up? Am I talking? Okay. I was just yeah, ranting and raving here. Ami says hi.
Hi.
What's up, Moonlight Sonata? Hey, Moonlight Sonata. I'm not in the Big Easy right now. We at the beach doing some fun, some dog shit picker uppers. Yeah, look, I get it when you're in certain places and you just don't want to deal with the fucking, the bullshit from people. Like I get it. If your dog shits on the sidewalk, pick that fucking shit up. That's, you know. But if your dog shit in the grass and it's not in anybody's way, nah, yeah. One time I had to pick dog shit up because someone was like just creeping on like just that person that's got to like make sure everything's done the way it needs to be done was like, are you gonna pick that up? And I was like, and it was a neighbor. I was like, oh my god. I was like, it's not on the sidewalk. It's in my yard. It was in their yard, right? But it was like somewhere they would never walk. It was like on the side of their house next to nothing. And I was like, if I don't go pick this fucking thing up, there's just gonna be more fucking stupid issues with this piece of shit. Like fuck. And like I was like, listen, if I pick this up, I'm probably gonna vomit because nothing within my human system, smelling or touching feces, even through a plastic bag, is gonna work with my senses. I was like, so I'm gonna pick the shit up, but you're gonna have vomit on your yard, so you better be able to deal with that. That's what you get. Because when you come back and pick up the vomit, I was like, I kind of wanted to go home and just like eat like something that would just be really nice to vomit all over someone's yard, like spaghetti. I don't know. I think that's just my sense of humor, though. It's my sensibilities, really. We pee on trees. Growing grass. Grass is the fucking weed. Weed is a flower. Yeah. What's up? What's up? Z Exploit. How you doing? Uh, oh, Leo. Postal address for me. Hit me up. I'll send it to you. I'm not just gonna put it out there like that. I only give that address to certain people. But hit me up on the Theo Luminous. You got that mail for me, right? Theo Luminous, TheoLuminous, Gmail. Hit me there and I'll let you know. Awesome, awesome. Dried cow pat makes great frisbees. It also makes a great hockey puck. Isn't that how they started playing hockey? Just swatting around cow dung, frozen cow dung. When you see dog having shit and you see what the owner's feeding it, yeah. Well, that's the thing. To one degree, I see why maybe people should be cleaning their dog shit up because they're feeding their dog like terrible food to begin with. So yeah, I mean, this dog over here, she gets like the munga beans and the rice and lots of good oils and turmeric and a lot of healthy herbs and shit. So like her shit is probably like fucking fantastic. Like I bet her shit could grow mushrooms, kind of like a cow. I bet it's probably that good. Although the cow's got some special qualities to its dual stomach system. Oh, speak of the dog. Speak of the dog. There she is. Look at her. Your little doggy face. What you doing? What you doing, little guy? What you doing? Hmm. Oh, look at that. Kia. I can't quite get it. I was I've been you know eating, smoking, drinking too much. You know what I mean? Never too much. So I can't get the Kia outright. Kia. So I can't do it. What's up, Super Champion Rocker? My dog shit is probably pretty fantastic. It's better than mine most of the time. Really, it honestly is. Sometimes I'll be taking a shit, like, whoa, what the fuck did I do last night? What did I eat? And then whenever I do that, I get into the Mayan Jin Abaddon reigns supreme. I get into Mayan Jin Abaddon's kind of idea, like, man, we just out here consuming, just it's all weird. So we just as shamans, we consume death. We consume death. I'm not gonna do that. Y'all don't know that laugh too well. I'll do that sometime for you when it's really appropriate. The really deep, dark, earthy, earthy one. What shall we? What should I do today? What should I have to eat today? Anybody want to choose my food for the day? I do that. Yeah. You do that. You do the boo hoo ha ha ha. The BUWHAAA. That one. You do that one. Kia. Make a video and put it on your YouTubes, or you could just send it to me if you're kind of shy. I don't know if you do. You don't make any YouTube videos, do you? If you're too shy, you can just send it to me. You just sent me a picture, didn't you? I know who you are. Kia, make a video of you doing that laugh. You're laughing right now. I can tell you're laughing because that's how hilarious this would be. Look at me. I'm already. I got the sun's out. I'm already thinking about what to consume. It will be certainly delicious though. I kind of want to just go eat. I just want to go just barbecue. Like I want the ribs. I want the rack of ribs. I want the chicken wings. I want the mashed potatoes. I want the taters. I want the chitlins, the hog maw. I want all that shit. No, actually, I don't really want chitlins or hog maw. I'm just saying. I think that's kind of funny once in a while to do, because people are like, oh, Zen, he's fucking vegetarian. Fuck that. Fuck. Hey, if you're a vegetarian, fuck you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Obviously, just every once in a while, you gotta. Yeah. 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 Curry sounds good. What's up, Sono Logos? Yeah, I know, Kia. Yes, I see you, the Kia. You don't. You only got a few pictures of yourself up there. and Instagram. Yeah, you always got the you always got the most inspirational things, the most inspirational quotes for your days and shit. I be seeing you over there, but you only got a couple pictures of your pretty ass face. What did I call you ass face? That was terrible. That was your pretty face, pretty ass face. I feel like Ralph Smart. He goes, I'm breathing in that good ass prana. Like, I was like to put the comma in the wrong spot there. Breathing in that good ass prana. Wait, no. Oh, good ass prana. There you go. See, it's very punctuation is very important. Yeah, there is. Yeah, yeah. The new cult of eating raw meat and saying how delicious. I don't know. I don't know what's going. I don't understand. Yeah, I have. That was actually going to be my next video because it's all these people that went. The next video is going to be called. Here's a little. I'll give you a little insight into what's upcoming in the future for everyone. It's I'm going to call it flip floppers and duality of people that went from vegan to raw meat, and they're both completely fucking retarded. Like, and everybody knows how I feel about the ideas of what veganism is. And raw meat is. Don't get me wrong. I'll eat vegan product, and I will eat some raw meat. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. But to just say that is my deity, that's my diet, and that's what I'm gonna do 100% of the time is fucking nuts. There's a couple of people that I used to fuck with that I just unsub them because I can't listen to the literal inane bullshit that people are saying. Well, raw meat, blah blah blah. No, your diet is completely predicated upon your environment and where you live. And then people are like, oh, I'm getting raw meat flown in from fucking Sweden. Then that's not your diet, is it? You're gonna go. I, mean, I just it's mind-boggling, really. You know. But again, a little raw meat here, a little fish, raw fish there, a little cooked meat here. Uh, you know, a little vegan product here or there. You know, I get it. We're in this fucking weird realm, and those will find their way into my down into my system and through me plenty of times, sure. But to claim that's what I'm gonna do 99% of the time is fucking obscene. What I'm gonna do 99% of the time is breathe. Then when I do consume, it's gonna be water, and then it'll be some piss, and then some other kind of liquids. Um, I might have a Coca shit. You heard it here. I might drink a Coca-Cola. I just even with the high fructose. But no, I'm not gonna drink a whole glass. I'll drink like fucking 3 sips. It's good. Got what I want out of that. Yeah, yeah. That's how we run through these realms. But the raw meat shit is just people just flip flopping. Well, the vegan wasn't making me feel good. Really? So you're telling me that eating plastic and chemicals wasn't making you feel good? And so your solution to eating, to not feeling good from eating plasticized, non-nutritional, devoid of any nutrition food, and calling it food is even wrong. Your solution, instead of just going right to the middle, which would be, oh, there's the fruits and vegetables right fucking there. It's right there in front of your fucking face. People are gonna jump over here and go, well, veganism wasn't working. Now I gotta go start blowing some fucking cows' brains out so I can eat their fucking carcasses. Fucking dum dums. That's more dum dums. I mean, really, this is what people think. This is left path, right path, left path. You know. I do them both. I'm not. It's not criticizing because we've all been there. We're all gonna do it, and this shit goes on forever. This whole life experience. But to just take it on as your deity without just saying, oh, pretty much the world is my deity. My life is my deity. I am my deity, and whatever I choose to do is correct for me in that moment. But we can pretty much assume that in most moments the most humane, healthy, nutritious, sound of mind, sound of soul, sound of spirit thing to do would be to consume. Oh, for me, a fucking mango. But then there's some seasons mangoes are not in season; they're not in stock. It'd make no sense. It would make no sense if I lived in the Northeast and it was cold to be eating mangoes during the winter. It would make no fucking sense. It wouldn't be healthy. It'd be fucking stupid. What I would be eating if I lived in the Northeast of the United States. I say Northeast, so I say like to me that means like Boston, New York, Connecticut. It's not Connecticut. It's Connecticut. So get that shit right. And it's not Wednesday. It's Wednesday. But those are just fun. And it's not February. What is it? February. Yeah. If you lived in that area, if I lived in that area, my diet would consist of, I'd start a fire, probably go outside. It'd be the stillness of the winter and the cold snow, and I'd have a couple of chairs out there, and I'd have a fire going, and I'd put a stew on, and that stew would be cooking potatoes. So now here I can just go off of these raw foodists. You can eat a raw potato, you fucking dummy. Eat a raw potato. Have fun with that. The only thing you should use raw potatoes for is cleansing your blood. If you really are sick, you would blend up some raw potato, and you could probably just make a potato soup, like a cold potato soup. That would probably be better. Or you'd use it on a sunburn. That's about it. You don't really want raw potatoes. You want to cook tubers. You want to cook anything underground. Yeah. Or you'd brew it and make a tea out of, I don't know, all of the root systems. I don't know what's so difficult about all this shit that I teach. I think it's pretty fucking simple. And people have the audacity to argue pointless bullshit about what to eat and how to eat. But, if you need to eat raw meat, have fun with it. But kitty, yeah, Kia, the word is kitty. It's kitty. I always like to say kitty like the way the Indian folks say it. Ah, some kitty. Ah, curry. Curry. It's a fun word to play with. Curry comes from currency or energy. That's why they use so many different, when you say Indian, India means black. India. Indian, like the dot, those people over there. Mumbai, Bombay, all of these places. The reason they spice the food the way they do is, you get to Ayurveda and all this shit, is really based on like the energetic properties and the colors of the foods and of the spices. So that's why it's so amazing. Like, if you could only eat one thing in the world, if you had one regional diet that could possibly work everywhere, you would choose Indian food. It's so delicious. It's so, like, just looking at it, the smell of it, the aroma, look at the people, fucking beautiful people. Like, strong, most of them, well, not most of them, but there's a good portion of their country that is vegetarian, right? But the spices are what's up, and they know what they're doing. They know why the spices work. They know why you should eat yogurt. Well, it's to help digest. It's a digester. It's like even places that don't use, and they use ferments, right? And they use different kinds of cheeses, and the cheese actually holds the turmeric can't actually be used very well by the body without having a fat to bind with it. It's the same reason you'd have that shit where they call it bulletproof coffee, because the coffee, the butter or the oil that you'd put in the coffee is actually binding with some of the elements within the like the caffeine and everything else, and it's slower release into the system, and it allows the body to use it. This dog is all in my face right now. She wants more food. Hold on. And take you on this little trip over to the refrigerator again to feed this fat pig's face right here. She's a pig. Look at little Piggy. Come here, Miss Piggy. I'm gonna call her Miss Piggy from now on. Your name has changed. She's out, everyone. Tell them all you're a piggy and you want food. She's. I'm not shaming my dog. I'm just playing with her. She knows it. Oh man, what you want? You want eggs? Sauerkraut? What you want? What you got here? Somebody made you food yesterday? Is that on the stove? Oh man. I'm not gonna make you food right now, but I can give you snacks. Oh, here, let's see what's in here. What you think? She wants some figs? You think she wants some figs? Let's see. You want a figgy? She don't even want to fig. What's wrong with her? You want figs? How about, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna feed my dog chocolate. Watch me. You want chocolate? I know you love chocolate. Don't feed your dog chocolate, it'll kill it. It's not true though. It's retarded. What do you want? Okay. Yeah, that's oh here. Oh, I got you there. Oops, you don't want all that salt. Here, take that. Over there. Okay, perfect. Cool. Thanks for sticking along for the ride. All right. Kia, you start putting some more picks up. Excellent. Excellent. That'll get Kia. That's gonna give me a lot more, material. This is in case you didn't know, this is the universal sign for jerking off. Some people call it masturbation. Really stupid people call it fapping. And people that know fap are part of the problem. There's what's up Gary Baxter? The omnivores, I mean we just omni. Yeah. Well, I'm alpha omega zeta omni. How's that? How you doing this fine morning, Gary? I'm a little behind that. That good ass prana. There we go. And Cora, I like your new. What's up with the red dot on your forehead? Is that menstrual? Is that menstrual blood? Is that what you're doing now? Are you on the eating the menstrual blood and all that shit? Is that what you're doing, Cora? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I know. Yeah, I got you. Oh shit. Super Champion Rocker, a fifth of the Greenhouse Gin. I don't know Greenhouse Gin. Never heard of it. It's good though. Yeah, I'm sipping on a little Sky Vodka right now. The life of insane alcoholics like we are. That's what. If you drink too much, you're an alcoholic. Well, you know what, motherfuckers, you eat too much. You eat 3 times a day. That's way worse than drinking a couple times a week. That's for fucking certain. If you eat 3 meals a day, you're addicted to food. Real talk, you heard it here first. If you drink like a few times, like a week, they're like, oh, you've got a drinking problem. Well, you got a fucking eating problem, you fat pig bitch. How's that? How's that? What? Yeah, I said it. Hey, Gary Baxter, if one was from the far north for most of their lives and they moved to the tropics in later years, would the diet change affect health? Yeah, yeah, certainly. Um, think of what I've spoken about, bioacoustic resonance, and think about how well mind and body and environment have certain, and I'll use the word symbiosis again because I think it sounds nice and it's slippery and it's slimy and it slings and it flows off of my tongue perfectly. Symbiosis, just fun to say. So all of that energy that is in your mind becomes the your auric field becomes the dandelions that are growing in your yard if you have a liver disorder, et cetera, et cetera. It becomes um, part of your biome, your acoustics, which is your biome internally too, which is it's why you can hear the sound of yourself if you put earplugs in. You can hear internally what you are, and so you're producing something outside of you, including the food you'll be eating and the environment. So you could drastically change your health for the better or worse. You could by if you lived in the Northeast and you were on a strictly certain kind of diet, you would look different. You'd end up becoming a completely different looking person. You start going to the tropics and you might be used to eating all of this. There's gonna be a transitional period where you might not feel as good, but you could change. I mean, people change eye color. You could change your hair color. There's a lot of people that go like, oh, I remember when I was growing up, I had blue eyes and now they're green. Like you can see pictures. Like my eyes change color. Both of my eyes are way different. My hair color is, my hair color got really orange, like on the bottom for a little while. My hair used to be, like certain aspects of your person, like just your personality or the shape of your face. This all changes. You sit at a computer all day, all of a sudden you're a hunchback. So, diet speaking, if I keep eating a certain kind of food, I kept eating, say, walnuts, I'd be very heady and smart. If I kept eating kidney beans, I'd probably have very healthy, hearty kidneys. Because there's a mimicking of nature, and the things that are going to cause inside of yourself. All of the food signatures. So certainly, yeah, you could change anything about you just by changing your diet. You could change your diet in the Northeast. I don't know. You could just have a better diet in the Northeast, or you could have a better diet wherever you are. If you're from certain areas, like again, eat local and eat what's in season. It makes the most sense. You could increase your health. I mean, you could have things flown in. You could have better foods flown in, and you could change. If you lived in the Northeast, you could eat fruit all year, but you might not. It might not be so healthy because if you were to have to go outside, your blood would be so thin that you freeze to death. But if you're eating some hearty stews with starches, thick blood, slow moving, your heart rate would go down because you'd eat more starches, potatoes, things like this. Think of what you'd eat in certain climates. It's due to what's going on with the sun and the moon and the climate of, like, is it cold? If it's cold, then your body wants to insulate itself. So it insulates itself by putting extra fat on in the winter months and thickening up your blood so that if you go outside, you don't fucking die. That's just basically it. So if you just switch the diets, you stay in the north. You stay in the north. Say you live in the mother Russia. You live in Russia. You're a Rus. You're Ruski, right? And you start feeding them all of the diet of the Caribbean folk. Let's say the real deep. Let's go Morocco even. Let's even go. Let's make it easy. Let's go to Ecuador, which means equator. Yeah, let's go right to the equator, and let's feed them that diet, and then we'll take the people that or Polish or Slavic or the Slavs. The Slavs or the Poles or the Ruskies, and you take their potato diet, and they'd be eating a lot of meat and potato and what they get in. You give that to them in the Ecuador, you're gonna those people are gonna be sweating their balls off because their blood's gonna be too thick. It's gonna kill them. And the people in the north, they're not gonna be able to go out in the winter. They're not gonna be able to go outside because they're gonna be freezing to death because they have too much sugar, which is the starches have to be broken down to turn into the sugars. So the process of literally putting a heavy, hefty, a meat, even because the raw meat diet is not wrong, it's just wrong for where you think the fuck you are. So if you're there and all of a sudden you're eating all these fruits and shit, it's the glucose is going to process through your system so quickly that you're gonna fucking sweat out. You're gonna just fucking freeze. You're gonna start shaking and freeze to fucking death. And why would that make sense? Well, it's obvious because Earth, Mama Earth, Gaia, whatever the fuck you want to call this realm, this flat fucking plane, she already provided you with what you needed in your local environment, which would be obviously meat and potatoes. So that's what the fuck you eat, because you ain't gonna find no goddamn mangoes. You're looking around, you're like, where's all the fruit trees? Well, motherfucker, they can't grow there. So change the diet and see what happens. It was not gonna look too good. So no wonder people try to bring seeds over. Look at you live in another country. Bring a seed over and try to plant it. You move to a new area. You try to go ahead and plant a coniferous tree in the tropics. See how that works out. Go ahead and take that fruit seed from the lemon that you got and go plant it in the Northeast. See how that works out. Shit ain't gonna work. Nature's gonna tell you right away. That shit ain't gonna work. But people, we go, nope. I'm gonna show you nature. Okay. Now you're smart. Okay. So you build yourself a greenhouse. Okay. That's cool. Enjoy that. I ain't taking away. Greenhouse is a great idea. You gotta, okay, nah, there it is. There's your little fruit, but that's not what you gotta sustain yourself on. How big are you gonna make your terrarium? How big are you gonna make your greenhouse? How much do you want to eat? How much do you want to be a constant gardener, or are you just gonna work with nature? I think there's genius in both of them, but provided as what we have around us and we look around, wouldn't it be simpler just to go, huh? I can make a stew if I live in the cold climate. I can eat the fruits if I live in a warm climate. Seems about right. You ain't gonna be drinking no potato vodka if you lived in anybody want to jump in here? Give me some South American or African area, or you're gonna be drinking. You're not gonna be drinking potato vodka, are you? You're gonna be drinking tequila. You going? Yeah. You live in England? Well, it's nice. You're gonna have a lot of gin available to you because you have a certain amount, a bouquet of different elements that you're gonna put into and distill properly. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice. So you're gonna have the gin's gonna be really nice for if you live in England. If you live in a drizzly, rainy climate with all these herbs and all right, you ain't got no cactus growing there. You go down to Mexico, and you find yourself some cactus and make yourself find some agave and make yourself some tequila. Wouldn't this only seem right? Brandon Esteban, a human design to astrology. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, man. Your design was already, you know, as per the stars, but you can change the stars. You can change the locations of the stars in the sky. Are you in the same place you were yesterday? I mean, quite literally, when you go to sleep at night, you die. I mean, as far as you know, you might wake up in a whole new reality. If you wake up tomorrow, the only thing that allows you to know that you're in the same reality is everything is familiar to you. But if you ever have those nights where you go out and you have glorious night, like if you wake up, where the fuck am I? You wake up some random house party or some chick's house or where the fuck you just end up in a weird place. And you go, didn't you just kind of shift realities? But quite in the same way. You're always shifting realities. It just takes for most people, like right now, like reality is being shifted. It's a new. It seems like it's a fluid moment, or motion, but you could dip in and out of realities. I mean, anybody who's on psychedelics knows this. But if you go to sleep at night, you wake up. There might be one thing that has changed. This is what people call the mandala effect. Oh wait, did I say it the right way? It's called mandala effect, not Mandela. Nelson Mandela is not the cause of the effect. It's called Mandela or mandala. It's to create a mandala. And so it's a timekeeping device, which is much like the Mayans. So you could look around and I'd be like, I'm in the same place as I was yesterday. But if I know better, this is not the same place. This is a completely new place. This chair, I still get a little smell out of it. I can still remember that time that you know what this smells like? This one time I had this, it smells like pussy. I know it does. Like a cat, I'm just saying. There was a cat up here. And it's over here. Oh, I remember that one time that I fell over this thing, and there's that stain, and it looks all kind of, but then I look over there and I go, that shit wasn't there yesterday. I thought Berenstain was spelled Stein, but it's Stain? Huh. All of a sudden, these little tiny little micro movements in reality happen. And that's the gearing of your mandala that you've created, and the mandala you created for yourself. Hold on one second. Yes. What? Oh, hey, I can't pause. This is you can talk. You can talk to these people. It's all good. What's up? Ami wants to talk to me. Okay, so I'm gonna close this out with this this little piece on the mandala. Um, so also, for anybody that's new to this, and anybody that even been here, if you haven't watched my earlier videos on creating mandalas and creating magical devices and all about magic, look at my earlier work, and I fully in depth explain how to create sigils, what magic really is, the left and the right hand, the black and the white magic, full spectrum magic, um, and fully what the mandala means and what it is. So even though you created yourself a mandala and you're living inside of it to a degree, you can start now using a pen, your pentagram, and a pen to create images to then put into your subconscious mind to create a new reality for yourself. And that's pretty much what you're doing every day anyways. You just don't remember you're doing that. So you can do that by imprinting images onto paper. That's the that's 101 school. And then when you're like a professional, a master of the craft, you're doing it moment by moment by moment inside of your mind, projecting out of here your image software system. You're imaging this reality. It's called Salvia Divinium, the diviner sage. It's being able to be a time lord and control moment by moment everything that occurs, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun though. So let me get to this one over here. She's chopping up things over here. I think she's happy this morning. I'm pretty sure she had a good sleep. How were your dreams?
I can't remember them, but I know I dreamt.
Ooh, dreams. So everyone, take care. I'm well far behind here. Holy shit! I'm back here with Jessica. Love is the worst language, or the worst language. Love is the worst word, worst word ever. But hate and love is the dumbest shit ever. So everybody knows that. It's been a beautiful time. Hope everybody has a tremendous day. Do delicious, glorious, integral things for yourself and your friends and family, and even people you don't know or you don't like, even people you love and even people that you hate. Treat them with the same type of respect that you treat a fucking puppy with. And if you're the kind of person to kick a puppy, I still like you anyways, but if you get anywhere near my puppy and kick my puppy, it's not gonna go too well. Remember that. Rah, rah. So, oh yeah, and most importantly, all of this, get a bidet, keep your asshole clean, and speak kindly to yourself. We'll talk soon. I really wanna get through all these comments here, but Ami is giving me a sense of,
I have to go get my massage anyway.
oh shit, I forgot about that. Oh, Ami's got all sorts of things worked out for today, so I might be able to stay on here.
I was just gonna tell you that I'm gonna go. I'll be back.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here because I still want to go talk to Ami for a second. So maybe I'll come back on here in a little while, start a new chat. But, Bubaras, boys, stay well. Yeah. Eli Jen. Fractals, fasting, stretching. What's up, Maya? All these people. Plasma. I'm just reading through the comments here, so like I'm not just speaking weird shit. I'm just vegan, of course. All right, yeah. Sorry for everybody at the end here. I just gotta go do some shit. Stay well, and keep your butthole clean.